Picture this, a life where every step feels light, where peace flows not from struggle, but from surrender. What if doing less could bring you more? Imagine a leaf drifting effortlessly down a stream, carried by the current without resistance or strain. This is Wu Wei, the Taoist art of effortless action, not forcing, not fighting, but moving in harmony with the natural rhythm of life. Welcome to Unlock Wu Wei, the Taoist key to effortless living. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a path to peace in a world that demands too much. Let's embark on this hour-long journey together, into the heart of ease. Take a deep breath, feel the air move through you, like a breeze slipping through an open window. In this moment, there's no rush, no pressure, just presence. Wu Wei, a cornerstone of Taoist philosophy from ancient China, invites us to live this way always. It translates to non-doing or effortless action, but don't mistake it for passivity. It's about acting in harmony with life's flow, like a river carving its path without force, or a tree bending gracefully in the wind. Today we'll explore how Wu Wei can transform your stress, your work, your relationships, and your inner world. Let's begin. Wu Wei is not about doing nothing. It's about doing what feels natural, aligned, unforced. Picture a bird gliding on the wind. It doesn't flap frantically to stay aloft. It trusts the currents, adjusting with subtle grace. In Taoist thought, the universe moves with a rhythm called the Tao, the way of all things. Wu Wei is aligning with that rhythm, acting without strain, trusting without controlling. It's the art of being fully present, of letting life unfold without gripping it too tightly. Where in your life are you pushing against the current? Where could you soften and flow? We live in a world that glorifies effort, hustle, grind, control. We're taught to plan every detail, to force outcomes, to fill every moment with productivity. Overthinking clouds our minds, stress tightens our hearts, and burnout looms like a shadow. We force solutions, push through exhaustion, and cling to rigid plans, believing this is the path to success. But what if this struggle is the problem? Wu Wei offers a gentler way, a path of ease. Like water carving through stone, not by force but by patient persistence, we can move through life with less resistance. What would it feel like to loosen your grip? Nature is Wu Wei's greatest teacher. Watch how water flows around obstacles, never fighting, always finding a way. Notice how a tree sways in a storm, bending but not breaking. Even the stars move in their orbits without effort, perfectly aligned with the cosmos. Wu Wei asks us to embody this wisdom, to act with intention but without force, to trust our intuition over overanalyzing. It's not about abandoning effort, but choosing actions that feel like breathing. Natural, essential, effortless. What can you learn from the ease of nature around you? Let's bring Wu Wei into the chaos of today. Imagine you're facing a work deadline, your mind racing with worry. Instead of forcing answers, Wu Wei invites you to pause. Breathe. Let clarity rise like a bubble in still water. Or picture a moment of overthinking, a decision you've analyzed to death. Wu Wei says, trust your gut. Act when it feels right, not when your mind demands a plan. By softening our need to control, we dissolve stress, letting peace flow in its place. Where in your life could you pause and trust the moment? Let's dive deeper into how Wu Wei reshapes our daily lives. We're a third of the way through, and Wu Wei's wisdom is starting to take root. This isn't about escaping life's demands. It's about meeting them with grace, like a dancer moving with the music, not against it. Wu Wei challenges us to stop forcing and start flowing. As we move forward, we'll explore how this ancient practice can transform your work, relationships, creativity, and decision-making. Are you ready to let go of the struggle and find your flow? At work, Wu Wei is about finding the flow state. Instead of pushing through exhaustion, take a moment to rest, to listen to what the task needs. If you're stuck, step away, walk, breathe, let ideas emerge naturally. Wu Wei doesn't mean abandoning deadlines. It means approaching them with ease, trusting that the right action will reveal itself. Like a river finding its path, your work can flow when you stop fighting it. Think of a project you're wrestling with. How could you approach it with less force today? In relationships, Wu Wei is about presence over control. When conflict arises, we often try to fix it, to force resolution with endless words or plans. But what if you listened instead? What if you trusted the bond to guide you? Wu Wei teaches us to act with care, but release attachment to outcomes. Like planting a seed, you nurture the connection, but let it grow in its own time. Picture a relationship in your life. Where could you soften, listen, and trust the natural rhythm of your connection? For creators, Wu Wei is the key to unlocking inspiration. Forcing art or ideas often leads to frustration. Instead, Wu Wei invites you to play, to experiment, to let creativity flow like a stream finding its course. Whether you're writing, painting, or dreaming up a project, trust the process. Start where you are. Move with what feels alive. The masterpiece emerges not from control, but from surrender. What creative spark could you nurture with ease today? What would it feel like to create without forcing? Decisions can paralyze us with overthinking. We weigh pros and cons, fear mistakes, and demand certainty. Wu Wei offers another way. Listen to your intuition. Like a bird sensing the wind, your inner knowing can guide you when logic alone isn't enough. This doesn't mean ignoring reason. It means balancing it with trust. The next time you face a choice, pause. Feel the undercurrent of what's right. Act when the moment feels aligned. What decision in your life could use a touch of Wu Wei's ease? In a world that praises constant doing, rest feels like a luxury we can't afford. But Wu Wei reminds us that rest is as natural as action. Like a field lying fallow to nurture new growth, your body and mind need pauses to thrive. Listen to your body's signals. When it calls for rest, honor it. When it's ready to move, flow with it. Wu Wei is about aligning with your own rhythms, not society's demands. Where in your life could you allow yourself to rest without guilt? Wu Wei is more than a practice. It's a way of being. It's about trusting that you are enough, that the moment is enough, that life is unfolding as it should. When we align with the Tao, we find a peace that doesn't depend on controlling every detail. It's a peace that flows like a river, steady and unshakable, even through life's storms. Wu Wei isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about meeting them with grace, like a dancer moving effortlessly with the music. Where in your life could you embrace this way of being? How do you bring Wu Wei into your life today? Here are 5 ways to start. Pause before acting. When faced with a challenge, take a breath. Let clarity arise like ripples settling in a pond. Simplify your plans. Set intentions, but let the path unfold. Trust that the universe will meet you halfway. Listen to your body. Rest when it calls. Move when it feels right. Honor your natural rhythms like the seasons. Release attachment to outcomes. Act with care, but let go of needing things to turn out a certain way. Plant the seed, but don't force the bloom. Find joy in the process. Whether it's work, art, or love, savor the moment you're in. Let the outcome take care of itself. Try this today. Choose one area, work, a relationship, a creative project. Ask, how can I act with less force and more flow? Notice what shifts. As we near the end of our journey, take a moment to reflect. Wu Wei asks us, what's worth your struggle? What could you release? Every time you choose ease over force, you weaken the grip of stress, of control, of resistance. Your actions, your choices aren't just for you. They ripple outward like a pebble in a pond. What flow will you create today? What ease will you invite into your life? Wu Wei is the Taoist key to effortless living, not because it avoids life's currents, but because it trusts them. Like water, like wind, like a leaf on the stream, you are part of life's great flow. Stop fighting it. Trust it. Be it. Your peace doesn't come from controlling the river. It comes from becoming the river. Thanks for joining me on this hour-long journey into Unlock Wu Wei, the Taoist key to effortless living. If this resonated, hit that like button, share it with someone seeking peace, and subscribe for more reflections on living with ease. Where will you find your flow? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. Until next time, flow gently.